very strange. Then one day it rained and I thought, oh, it feels so Christmassy today. And it was all because of the rain, which is really strange. You just don't realise what triggers you have. Like when it's dark and dreary in the winter and it's raining, I guess I feel very cozy. So being out in the van, because it's such a small space in a tiny van, it can feel really cozy too. So I'm gonna take you on some adventures and give you some tips about being in the van with a dog. This little dude here. Now, one tip I do have is get yourself a vacuum. And it sounds strange to say get a vacuum, but you need it. So anyone with a dog knows this, that you have to dedicate a lot of towels to wiping off your dog when it's raining, and they seem to take over and have more towels dedicated to them than we have dedicated to us. What is with that? And they get all the good ones. But there's one there, and we're going to head on out, and then I'll show you some more tips that I have with having a dog in the van when you're out and about on adventures. Look at the four colours. They're coming in. I like it when the leaves change. It's so nice. This is a great one. I prefer walking in the rain because there's less people around, and so I can just let Rex run without bothering anybody, which is nice. So anyway, there you go. There you have it. I prefer it. Okay, one of the first big tips I will say is get a seat protector, because look at the state of Rex's seat. Like, can you imagine if that was on the cloth underneath? And it moves around all the time. Look at mine, nice and clean, and his not quite as clean. And dry him off outside of the van before you get in. It helps a little bit. Right, Rex, it helps a little bit. Okay, you can't see him right now, but he's filthy. All right, Rex, go on in. Right, stay here. Okay. And then try and dry him off, and then attach him to the seat belt so that he doesn't jump on your seat and get yours filthy. Because that's what they do. They like to get everything filthy because that's what dogs do best. Every towel in the world donated to your dog apparently, especially when it's pouring down. And, right Rex, sit down Rex. And if you have a harness, like I do, attach him to that. At least until he's a little bit less crazy wet. Go for a little drive, maybe. Dry him off a bit more before. I know. So this is something I have that's really useful, especially when it dries up all of the mud that falls off him. I've got this Shark USB vacuum. And it's really good, honestly. Like, I don't want to be vacuuming all the time or anything, but I also don't want dirt all over the place. This is the one I've gotten. The thing I do is I put a extra cover blanket over the actual, there's actually two blankets over the duvet. There's a duvet here I have underneath, and then I have this extra blanket. But I also put a smaller one on top of the duvet so that everything doesn't get completely filthy. You know, if the dog's completely filthy still, I still have double protection from the dirt, and I can just like rinse that off and wash that easily compared to a giant duvet each time. So there's the dirty dog right there. Right, Rex? Yeah, all the time. You're so dirty. Another tip I have, one more tip I have, is keep the towels and all the dog stuff up front, because that way if the towel's dirty, you can just be here and getting dirty and not everywhere else. Another thing that you need in your van with a dog is a dustpan and brush, because it's easier to brush things off out of the van. Don't have to use the vacuum all the time, you can just use that. Okay, another tip I had is keep baby wipes around, because when you've got this seat cover on, and it gets, sometimes, you know, your dog does jump on your side, so keep some baby wipes around or some spray to clean off the seats if they do get really dirty, and then that way at least you don't get it on your cloth seats or whatever you've got underneath. Even if you have leather seats, I still recommend getting a seat cover when you have a dog, because look at them, they just get filthy, and that's just the way it goes, but they are so much fun and totally worth it because they're the best. Well, I think that's it for now, unless I think of something else in a minute, but I'm heading on out and I will see you next time. And this was a short one, I know, but just wanted to give you a couple of tips that I do. But definitely, you know, keep enough towels handy, because if it's raining for your entire trip, you've gone for a whole week, a lot of times they don't always dry right away, or they just get completely filthy, and you want definitely a few towels for your dog. So yeah. And the vacuum, oh my god, I use it every day. I'm not a clean freak by all means, but I definitely don't like dirt all over the place. So, and the baby wipes are useful for lots of different reasons. You can dust off the top of your car right here. You can dust everywhere. You can wash yourself with them if you want to, if you don't get a shower. And yeah, there's also some rinse kits you can buy that you can just rinse your dog's legs off and stuff. I haven't got one of those yet, but I probably will get one eventually. I just like to keep my space in the back in here minimal. I don't want too much stuff. It's only like a small space, so I'm just getting what I need in the moment, and I don't feel the need for that yet. I might just get a solar powered shower, which I probably will need, and then just use that to help with the cleaning my dog. Thank you, and again, have a nice weekend or day whenever you're watching this. Have a great day, afternoon, and the rest of your week, and be kind, be nice, and enjoy life. Life is short.